wonderful people, welcome back to my channel. This is Elegant Fashion Tutorial. My name is Charles Peace. In today's video we'll be making a beautiful circle dress. It will have two segments. We have the half length and the full circle skirt. Now we use this fabric for the tutorial. Now the first part is the half length. I'll be using 17 inches half length, and the most important part I will use is the bust and the waist measurements. My bust measurement is 39 inches while the waist is 36 inches, while my shoulder measurement is 16 inches. So now I'll first of all cut out the upper part before the circular part. So now I will first of all mark the half length, which is 16 inches plus 1 inch, making it 17 inches. To be having two zippers, this short one at the front and the longer one at the back. So now I'll just remove 1 inch for the front zipper. I'll join it together. Now my measurement, I'll be taking it from this line, not from the tip side. So the first thing I will mark now will be my shoulder measurements. My shoulder is 16 inches divided by 2 is 8 inches plus half inch, making it 8.5 inches. Now my armhole as well is 8.5. Now my bust measurement is 39 inches divided by 4 will give me 9.7 inches. Is 9.7. I'll add 2 inches for sewing allowance. Then the down part, which is the waistline, is 36 inches divided by 4 will give me 8.9 inches. Plus 2 inches allowance. Now it will be having a princess dart. So before let me first join it so you understand what I mean. Now my bust to bust is 7 inches plus half inch. That is 7 inches divided by 2 give me 3.5 inches, then plus half inch, making it 4 inches. Okay, my bust point is, let's say, 11 inches. Yeah, this is my 11 inches. So I'll stop at this. Now, here I'll remove 1 inch here and 1 inch here. Then it will be joined to this bust point. Now the 1 inch I remove here, I'll add it back at this part. So now from this bust point, I will now locate the middle point of the armhole. Now I'll first remove 1 inch shoulder slant here. Then from there, I'll locate the midpoint. Now I've removed 1 inch for shoulder slant. Now the remaining 7.5 inches, I'll be dividing it into 2. So what I have here is 3.8 inches. So I'll mark 3.8 here. Then this point, I will join it to this point here. Then I'll remove 1/2 inch at the upper side and 1/2 inch at the lower side to join it together. So here now, I will put 2 inches from this point. I mark 2 inches up. Now because of this princess cut, I have to make it higher so that it will not be shortened. I minus 1/2 inch for the front piece here. So here now we'll have an extension. So now I'll cut it out with my scissors. Remember, it will be folded in like this. Now I will cut it out. I'll put a notch at the bust points. Yeah. Also at this side, I'll put a notch. Okay, so we are done with the front piece. I'll be cutting the back piece now. This is what we have. Now to cut the neckline, from this point here, I'll measure 3.5 inches here from this side, upper side. Then at the downside, I'll measure 5 inches. Okay, so this is my front piece. Right, these are the two sides. This is for the front. Now we'll be cutting the back piece. Remember to notch where the zip allowance starts. So I'll put a notch at this zip allowance. And see that. So we are done with the front piece. The next now I'll be cutting will be the back upper piece before we go to the circular part. Okay, this is my half length, 17 inches. The shoulder measurement is 8.5 inches. Armhole 8.5 inches as well. So I said that it will be having two zipper, this short one at the front and the longer one at the back. So I'll remove 1 inch here for my zipper allowance because it's not having a lining, so I'll be using only 1 inch for the zip allowance. Then I'll join the lines together. So from this point now, I will measure 8.5 inches. At this point, 8.5 inches. 8.5 for the armhole as well. Now, my bust measurement is 39 divided by 4 will give me 9.7 inches. 9.7 inches. This is 9.7. Then plus 2 inches allowance. So this is 2 inches here. So the waist is 36 divided by 4. That is 8.9 inches. Yeah. Plus 2 inches allowance. I'll remove 1 inch for the shoulder slants. As well, we are using a princess dart. Remember, my bust is 7 inches divided by 2, 3.5 plus half inch. That is 4 inches. So I will connect it to the bust point, which is 10.5 inches. Okay, let's use 11 inches here. So this is my bust point. Now this is the back piece, so I'll be removing half inch at the left side and half inch at the right side. Because it's a back piece, remember the front will remove 1 inch, making it 2 inches. So here to just be half inch to make it 1 inch altogether. Now from the armhole here, I'll mark 2 inches upward. Then I'll curve it here. Now from this point, I will measure out the middle. This is 7.5 inches. So if I divide it into 2, it's 7.5. If I divide it into 2, what I have here is 3.8. Yeah. So I'll connect this point to this point. Then I'll put an extension. Remember, we'll remove as well half inch here and half inch for this side as well. So to be having an extension like this, why we put the extension is very important, so that while you are joining it, for it not to shorten at the armhole side, so it's better is excess, so that you can trim it off when you are done, instead of it to be smaller. So I will cut it out. I'll go ahead and cut it out. Now this is the back piece. Our neckline, I'll be using 3.5 by, remember the front piece I used 5 inch. This is the back piece, so I'll be using 3 inches for the back. It's a bit higher. Then I'll open it up. Don't forget to put your notch for the zipper side. Okay guys, can see the difference This is the back piece. The dart does not have much curve because of the bust, so this is the back piece. Now the last part, or the next part, is the circular part of the dress. Now I'll be folding it in a funnel shape. So the length of the dress is 44 inches. I've already removed 16 inches from it. So the remaining part, which is the down part, will be 28 inches. Now, the length I'll be working with here now will be 28 inches. Now this is half circle. Remember, if you are cutting full circle, you divide your waistline by 6.28. But because this is a half circle, or you call it semicircle, I'll be dividing it by 3.14. That is half of 6.28. Now my waist is 36 inches. If I divide it by 3.14, to give me approximately of 11.5 inches. So now I will locate 11.5. Remember, it will still have an allowance, a joining allowance. So I'll be making it, I'll put extra 1 inch, making it 12.5 inches. So this is 12.5 inches here. Now this is 12.5 inches here. Now at this point, from this point, I'll now measure down to the length, my desired length, which is 28 inches. So this is 28 inches of length, and I'll add it extra 1 inch for the joining, extra 1 inch, making it 29 inches. So this is 29 inches. Okay, let's do it 30, 30, 30, 30. So I'll now measure round 30. I'll measure around 30 inches. So I'm having the length now as 30 inches. Then I'll join them together for cutting. I'll cut it out. Now I'll cut it out. This is the damp part, you can see. So the next thing is the sleeve. To be a simple sleeve with elastic band at the lower side. So all I need is just to measure out. This is 14 inches. The downside will be 14 inches, while the upper part is 16 inches. And the length of the sleeve is 12 inches. This is 12 inches. So now what I need is just to curve it. Just curve it out. Just a simple sleeve with elastic. Just need to curve it out. I cut it out as well. So this is it. I'll place it to cut the second piece of it. This is the sleeve. At the time we fold it in with 1/2 inch. Use elastic to gather it. Then it will be planted on the body of the dress. So guys, we are actually done. This is the circular part of the dress. This circular part. This is the back piece. This is the back. Here. While this is the front piece. You can see the difference between the back and the front. This is the back side, while this is the front side. The front side is curved full than the back piece. So guys, we're actually done with the cutting. Now to sew it, the first thing is to join the princess dart. Take the right one and join with the side. You join it together. Use your bias tape. If you want to turn it, you can go ahead and use the same material to cut out the neckline and turn. If you want to use a bias tape, you use a bias tape to turn the neckline. So by the time you join it, you add it together This is the lower side that will be joined with the upper parts of the dress before you can now go ahead and fix your zipper. After your zipper, you can go ahead and add your sleeve. Guys, we are done with the dress. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell icon to be notified anytime I publish another video. If you have a question, you can drop it at the comment section. It will be answered immediately. Thanks, and see you in my next video. Bye.